right, Coach, we'll start with an opening statement about today, and then we'll open it for questions.
Impressive. I mean, anytime you can put up 17 runs, it's always extremely impressive. And, just really happy with the entire weekend. 5 wins, played very competitively, pitched great, played great defense, and obviously the offense really came along this past five games.
When you start the season with so many games away from home, how important was it to get back and take advantage of these opportunities when you've got them, 5 games in 3 days going 5 rounds?
It gets you comfortable. I mean, that's the biggest thing, having a home game routine, sleeping in your own bed, going in your locker room, feeling comfortable on your field, like you know where everything is, and then having the fan support has been tremendous. I mean, it's been a long 5 weeks on being on the road, and we're just excited to finally be able to be home, and you can just see how comfortable we are playing in this environment.
What did you like from McCann today? I think I heard the announcer say that she had 11 strikeouts and only 2 earned runs this weekend. So
that's awesome. Continually to move the ball on both sides of the plate. I mean, that's been the most impressive thing, and keeping them off balance with their changeup. But she has so many different tools. She can throw her curveball on both sides. She has a screwball. She can throw a rise on both sides. She can throw it up, and then her changeup. So it's really great. Like, even when we're facing teams, we're continually to work on things to perfect every tool that she does have. Mm-hmm. But that was great to see the control and the command that she had also with that movement.
I think back on Monday, when we were talking about pitchers, you mentioned a little bit of an issue with the out pitch, not getting strike one, but after that. Did you see a lot of improvement in that area across this weekend?
Yeah, she was one that she would get ahead and then not always having the ability to finish batters and maybe throwing too good of a pitch when she was ahead. And I mean, she finished batters. Like, that was the big thing that she was focusing on, and how do we attack them, and how do we be able to really capitalize on the opportunities and where she was. Today's focus was on getting that leadoff batter out, and that was something that yesterday I thought that we could have done a better job, and I think it was the Princeton series too that we let too many leadoff batters get on base. So that was really our focus today, to attack that leadoff batter.
Looks like you got a lot of lineup flexibility.
We today. Do. We have a lot of depth.
Yeah, you got a whole bunch of different people in the game today.
Yeah, it was really great to be able to get them.
About seeing them?
How aggressive they were. Like, when you have someone who has not had any live at-bats or very limited, you like to see, does their personality come out? Do they get aggressive, or are they tentative because they don't feel like they're prepared? And those people that are not in the starting lineup have worked just as hard, if not harder, than a lot of our players. So knowing that they're going to be called upon at any time, and that's what we talk about with our potential players. It's, you could be called upon at any time, and if you're doing all the work and the preparation and paying attention to the game and what the pitcher calls and what she's throwing, you're going to be prepared for that moment when you are called upon. And that was the most impressive thing, to see the kids that are coming off the bench and coming in and on time right away, because that's one of the hardest things to do.
Yeah, first collegiate hit for Nevaeh Watkins.
Yep, Nevaeh Watkins.
First at bat, right?
Jordan Thurman, yep, first at bat. So that was really good to see.
Along with that, kind of a lot of production all throughout the lineup today. 17 runs, pretty impressive day. So just what were you seeing offensively leading to, so much success?
We're really working on getting on time. And sometimes when you're facing a lower velocity pitcher, it's really easy because you believe that you're not going to strike out because it's not at the upper 60s. And, sometimes at that 58 and 56 mile an hour, you think you can hit everything. And when you swing at balls, it's going to generate the same results. It's going to have a bad result the same way if it was 68. So they showed great plate discipline today in handling hittable pitches and being able to get on time to square them up.
And then kind of, throughout the weekend, I think that puts you at about 10 runs per game through the last 5 games. So is it kind of just similar things that you've seen from the offense all weekend, or was there, something different that you saw that you liked yesterday and the day before?
Emphasis really since we've been home has been quality at bats, pass the bat, like not trying to do too much. Like, you can't go up there trying to hit a home run every single time. It's get a good pitch, put a good swing on a good pitch, and have a quality at bat. And sometimes the best quality at bat is a hit by pitch or a walk, if that's what the game gives you. I felt like early on in the year, and statistically, we wouldn't have quality at bats with runners in scoring position. We were trying to do too much and trying to be the hero. So kind of letting the game come to us, and if it draws a walk, it draws a walk, and then the person behind is going to be ready to be able to capitalize on that situation.
So how does the success that you've seen this weekend help you going into Oklahoma next weekend?
I mean, you got to feel the victory. You got to feel what it feels like to win. I mean, we've been in so many hard games and competitive games, and when you don't have the results that you want and the effort that you're putting in isn't really working out in your favor for winning, you get discouraged because you're working really hard, and you have to feel the exhilaration of victory. And that's really what this weekend provided us, is to feel really good about what we're doing and that we are prepared.
I'm pretty much good.
And how do you guys kind of adjust to the cold weather?
You got pitchers, it impacts pitchers. That's the biggest thing, because they need to be able to utilize their fingers to spin a ball.
Yeah.
So they have to learn how to throw in the cold, and it's in between blowing on their hand, keeping their fingers warm. We have stuff in the dugout so they can keep their bodies warm. Sometimes pitchers will go ride a bike in between. So anything that they can do to continue to keep their body temperature up, so that way their hand doesn't get cold. Because once they can't spin it, it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like Marissa did a good job of adjusting to
Yeah,
it,
she
despite
did.
it being quite chilly.
Yeah, no, she did. She did a very good job.
Awesome. That's
Cool.
all for me.
Okay,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.